Thank you for tuning in to us. It's Joshua Prophet, Kenyon McIntosh, and Miracle Monique. Make sure that you like for the algorithm. We got a nice little topic here. The U.S. adds 260,000 jobs, but unemployment stays basically the same. So
I got a question.
And it's kind of hinting at like, why don't people want to work?
Because they're getting paid not to.
Because they're getting paid not to. Now, in fairness, like, okay, you had 260,000 jobs. Of course, like, it may take a second for people to actually respond for the unemployment rate to
Very true.
actually
since they were just added.
dip because they were just added. But I think this speaks to a broader discussion of just the people just in general not wanting to work. And it's not just like us just saying this just out of nowhere. It's like they're saying it on the internet everywhere. Yeah. Like they're like, hey, I'm not going to work. Or they're like, I'm not going to work unless I get paid X amount of dollars. And it's like, well,
does your value match up with that?
Do you qualify for X amount of dollars? Like,
exactly.
It's like, I got this marketing degree. Like, I got a marketing degree.
Right.
It's like everybody has a degree
everybody
now.
Everybody has a degree.
Yeah, and y'all were tripping about going
exactly.
y'all were tripping about college not being affordable for all of these years. But then when everybody gets it, then it, of course, like it lowers the value of said degree.
That's
and
what
so
happens.
That's why I realized halfway through college, I was like, well, a bunch of people are getting a marketing degree and it's not like a special degree. So what do I need to do? I need to work on my connections. I need to work on,
that's what I did.
Building relationships and sharpening my networking skills. And so that I do have a job and a career path forward, while people who are like, oh, I got straight A's in school. But can you conduct yourself in an interview?
Exactly.
Right? Or do you,
and it's like,
I can't get a job.
Right.
It's like, yeah, because
most of them are not.
Your grades don't, like your grades, of course you want to be above like the threshold of what it takes to get the job that you want. But that's not all that getting a job requires. Like they have to like you. A lot of times you have to align with the company's, missions and, brand values and stuff like that. And so if you're just a textbook essentially that can, spit out the definitions of all these different marketing concepts, you're not really of value, right? You might be a good professor. You can go into academia, I guess, but you're not.
They make a lot.
Yeah,
I could probably do
business was about relationships, and when I learned that, I focused less on grades and didn't necessarily care if I made the president's list or the dean's list, and I started focusing more on, okay, let me build this relationship in my athletic department that helped me get this internship, that helped me get my job later because it looked good on my resume, and I was able to be in a corporate setting, and that led me to, okay, how can I conduct myself in my own business? Now I'm able to, travel around country and film people.
Yep.
And so it's just all because of certain skills and decisions that you make, right? It's not always about, okay, do you have the best grades and did you get X degree, Y degree? It's like, hey, yeah, your grades need to be good and you need to keep them up to a certain level. But if you're so stressed about grades that you're not working on the other side of what it takes to really be successful in business, if that is your field, which it's everybody's field in some sense, or in whatever career path, then you're doing yourself a disservice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'm not in politics anymore, but when I was in college, I felt like I wanted to go that route. I just put myself out there and I put myself in, I was very curious. So I went to like a Republican meeting.
Yeah.
And I ended up meeting like a Democratic guy. And he was like, oh, we have this ball that we do every year. Do you want to volunteer? I was like, yeah, sure. And then through that, I got a job in politics for the first time. So it's definitely about putting yourself out there, making connections. And then even when I was pivoting into tech, it was putting myself out there, connecting with people that's already in my network, and also building my skills up, because I obviously had to build my skills up to go into tech. So.
Right. Yeah, because it would have been really easy for you to be like, oh, I want to pivot, but, oh, I don't have a degree and I don't have the certifications. But you went through the process of, okay, what certifications do I need? Who do I need to talk to about, getting these certifications? And then they might tell you, oh, actually, we're looking for this. And it's like, oh, okay, thank you. Let me go back and get this. And you put in the work. And because you were willing to establish those connections, and especially when you do establish those connections and then you follow through on, hey, like I did what you told me to do, then it's like, oh no, this person's serious. Let me bring this somebody I would want to work with.
Yep.
And that speaks volumes over, somebody with a, 4.0 that looks good on paper, because just because they look good on paper doesn't mean they're going to be effective in the workplace.
Yeah, and something that I get a lot from my current boss my current manager is that they really like how like I always put myself out there. I'm always like looking for certain things, and like I'll go and put myself in positions to like get to know people or try to learn a new skill set. So that's definitely something very valuable if you are someone that actually does want to put in work and do
Yeah,
stuff.
shout out to you. That's my fiance right there.
Period.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's take a look at this graph really quick. It is, the change in non-farm payrolls, and you'll see right there, so right next to November, 260,000 jobs were added to, the workforce in December. But then that same article basically says that the unemployment rate dipped, I think, very, very slightly, like 0.4% or something like that. But also, on the same token, pay, I think the average pay was up by like 4.1% year over year, and by like 0.6% in some sort of time. So like, people are essentially getting paid more, but not as many people are going back to work. And I think this gets to the heart of people feeling entitled to whatever's in their head and whatever they want, even though most people don't even understand or know what they want because they haven't tried said things. It's mainly driven by this need to get successful overnight or to make a lot of money, and they don't really know why they want to make a lot of money. They don't really know why they want to be successful. And it's good to want to have that ambition, but if you don't have a why behind it, one, you're not going to achieve it, and two, you're going to feel empty if you do attain some sort of acclaim. Like you'll just fall from grace really, really quickly. Be like a, it's not a one-trick pony. What's a one-hit wonder, essentially? There's people that go viral and then you never see them again.
Yeah.
Or they put out that one song and you only know them for that one song. Mm-hmm. It's like, that's why. They didn't really have a why. They just kind of put out this song and then
Surprisingly blew up.
Now sometimes it does have to do with the industry, because the music industry is the most evil thing on the planet. But
Agreed.
But in a lot of cases, especially with video content, like a video blows up and everybody's like, oh no, yeah, you're the guy that did this.
Yeah.
And you never see them again, is because that was it. That's all they had to offer, essentially. They didn't have a system or a why or a process in place to capitalize on, this viral moment. They were just trying to go viral for the sake of going viral.
That's how I feel about Lauryn Hill.
Oh, whoa.
Wow.
Please expound,
I do.
because I love Lauryn Hill. Go ahead.
I do too. I love that little one album she put out and never put anything out again.
That
ever.
might be one of the
Well,
best.
maybe
That's one of the best albums of all time.
It is.
But maybe that her thing was like, okay, yeah, I just want to put out this one album and then just go live my life.
Well, in fairness, she was on the Fugees, and they put out a couple of good projects
Okay.
that were great. So that's how
That's
she made her claim to begin
Yeah, that's
with.
true.
Yeah.
And then she put out that album, and everybody's like, "Oh, yeah, Lauren," and then she just disappeared. And she'll put out a song here or there every now and then,
she
but
need to do something else.
it is disappointing.
It hurts me.
No, that
does.
does hurt, because
It does.
the album is
It was really good.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
It is unbelievable.
That's why I'm
And-
salty.
Yeah. No, I would agree. So it's like, why don't people want to work, Kenya?
Yeah, what Miracle said about they get paid not to work.
Yeah.
Like I remember being in college and I'll have friends that were on unemployment. They were getting like $900 a week.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm over here actually
Whoa,
working.
Time out. What?
Yes. And I'm like,
$900.
I did.
yes.
900.
It got cut off, but I did.
Yeah, and then I'm over here actually working, getting paid minimum wage, and I'm
Yup.
like, well,
That's wild. That's
maybe
not
I should
fair.
also get unemployment.
Exactly. What's weird though is I got paid that 900 while working.
Wow.
When I lost my job because of
I wouldn't
COVID.
say that on camera.
Yeah.
The IRS.
Well.
The IRS.
After I stopped working, I never saw that 900 come back. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I mean, here's my final sip, I guess. It's could it be that people feel entitled to only work jobs they like, even though most people don't know what they want out
That's
of
true, though.
life?
I agree
Yeah.
with that.
And so
I agree with
I mean, that's just a question that I propose, and I didn't mean to do that. And that's basically what I think. Y'all have anything else to add? Enough said. When we come back, we're gonna be talking about Jeffrey Epstein. So don't abstain. Well, yeah, don't abstain from us. Yeah.
Fight for the algorithm.